Welcome in, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday. Did have a little bit of a rough start this morning with the stream, mainly because I was testing some stuff and forgot to take it out of test mode. So YouTube went live, but Twitch didn't go live. So I had to fix all that. And now that I've got that straightened out, we're going to try to dual stream to YouTube and Twitch. And hopefully this will work out. Doesn't seem to have caused any frame drops or anything. So, I think the issue I've been having with the periodic, where it just suddenly starts lagging and then it goes back to normal, I think has been AVG. Which my work had me install when we had a incident with my account. They wanted to make sure there was no malware or anything on my machine. So basically they paid for a year's subscription to AVG. And I think that's what's been causing my periodic lag spikes. So yesterday after I got off work, I put AVG in passive mode. So it's not doing anything except sitting there. So we're going to try this and see what happens. So today is going to kind of be a low-key day. I took yesterday evening off because I was just, I wasn't feeling it. I was tired and I just decided, hi, Katie. Welcome in. Hope your Saturday's going well. I know you're dealing with a lot of stuff, but I hope you're at least doing well today. At least surviving. I apologize for last night. I was tired. My headspace wasn't so great, so I went ahead and I took basically the night off and decompressed. I played a little bit of a 7 Days to Die offline on my own server, was doing stuff. But yeah, I couldn't focus. I mean, I was nodding off trying to prep for stream, and it's like, okay, if I'm nodding off now, that means I'm really getting tired. So I just said to heck with it. Made a post to my Twitch stories and came on with it today. Hi, Bex. Welcome in. Welcome in. We were just explaining about decompressing last night. Thank you for claiming your first. And you got a crystal orb. It's not a crystal ball, so don't think you can predict the future or anything. It's just a crystal orb. Makes a nice decoration or something somewhere. But again, welcome in. So we were talking about last night, taking some time to decompress because it was just I couldn't focus yesterday, so I just said to heck with it and just canceled the stream last night and took some time just to do something I wanted to do offline instead of focusing on stream. So yeah, it was just it's just been a rough week with work. They've done so many things. On the plus side, to give you some context, about almost a month ago, the 27th will be a month, just a little short of a month ago, somehow my work account that we use for our soft phone, it's gotten better. Like I said, I took last night to decompress, and today has been a lot better. So, but about a month ago, we had an issue with my work account with the soft phone software we use to take calls on the web. Somebody managed to get the password to my account and apparently logged in on a Sunday and ran up $10,000 in international calls. So they went ahead and fixed everything, and I told them, I said, look, if you guys had turned on the two-factor authentication that Five9 gives you access to, this wouldn't have happened. So it took them almost a month. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, but Five9 did admit that you know, their security system should have caught it, because it was literally a slew of like 15-second calls, basically just racking up the connect fee for the international call and then not worrying about the call itself. So Five9 did admit that their security system should have caught that. So we weren't on the hook for any of that. But yeah, it was robodialing. I'm pretty sure of it. But we got all that straightened out, and I told them when I was on the phone with my boss, our CEO, and our IT guy, I said, look, you know, Five9 gives you the option for multi-factor or two-factor authentication. I said that's something we might want to look into for the future. So, yesterday they implemented that. So now we all had to log out, log in, and then it came up to set up SMS authentication. So it's got our phone number in the system. So now when we log in, we have to provide our username and password. It logs in, and then it sends us a code to our phone, our phone number, and we enter that code to log in. So, good thing, which means now if someone does ever hack the account and tries to log in, I'll get the notification of the code and can go, hey, wait, that wasn't me. And let them know that, hey, somebody tried accessing my account. They're not going to get in because I'm not going to enter the code or anything, so, you know, because I'm not even logged in when I get it, so. Anyhow, I am rambling. Why am I rambling? Why am I? Yeah. So, anyways, we're going to get into some 7 Days to Die today. But, you know, I suppose a good yap is good. You know, but sometimes I just my brain goes off on like 8 million different tangents. And they all keep going, and then they'll go out and do their own thing. They'll come out, they'll intersect and go a completely different way. And I'll sit here like this all day long. But, yeah, we're going to get into some 7 Days to Die. It's kind of working on building my base on my 7 Days to Die server. Let me switch over to in-game just so we can get OBS to make sure we pick it up. There we go. So yeah, I'm on my own 7 Days to Die server, trying to build a base for myself here. I have managed, and we are using creative debug mode, so I have managed to set up four land claim blocks to essentially claim this entire farm. Everything. Pretty much from this white line here, I think it goes all the way out to about here. No zombie standing there for the heck of it. So, what was that? Oh. So that was the one. Oh, and I see my Walmart order is now being shopped. Let's pull my Walmart account up. So that in case he substitutes anything, I could see it. I had to get a few things delivered. Normally, my friend who drives me, you know, if I need to go to Walmart or something, an errand on the weekend, normally he calls me about, you know, 10 o'clock in the morning to add, oh, look, Wandering Horde. Ooh, let's have some fun. Alright, let's turn off all that. Hello. Look at them all. Sir, that's the telephone pole. Why are you stuck on the there? Yeah, come this way. Yeah, usually he calls me about 10:30ish to see if I need to go anywhere, and he has a call today. I did notice that he was out. He didn't roll back into the house until about 2 o'clock this morning. So he could still be sleeping, but like, you know what? I want to stream a little. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do a Walmart delivery order. So at some point it'll be here. I'll have the BRB to take care of that. One way down there. Oh, come on. Okay. Take care of that one. Let's see, did they give us anything good? Yes, I know I'm encumbered because I've been using God mode in the game so I can build my base and not have to worry about being attacked and dying while I'm building a base. But horde like that, I'll turn it off because I want the legit XP for it. Alright. I heard something. It almost sounded like a bird, but I don't see any birds. We are doing good so far. Frames. I'm gonna test something though, because we used to have. I had to change up Sonic's camera. I used to have it image masked to the shape of a cat face, but I don't know if ABG was a problem or if the image mask was a problem. But every time I turned his camera on, we'd start dropping frames like mad. So I adjusted it and made it. Okay, so it is hidden behind chat. Which means I need to move it up. Over the overlays. There we go. Move it up over the overlays. We're not getting any frame drops or anything. We are good there. So that might be the home for his new camera, right underneath me. I know it covers chat, but that's okay. As long as it works. So anyways, go back over here. So we commandeered this whole farm for our base. And while I like the sign, I didn't want to destroy the sign, so I put my own here. This is under new management. So, yes, we've taken over the farm. So now, I don't know what that audio was for. I need to rework my generators because that is awfully loud when I'm right under them. And I kind of want them out of the way. So what I'm thinking is, and for now we'll leave the other modes off. I hear a chicken. I'm thinking there might be enough room in here. Yes, my shopper is checking out. Which is good, nothing was substituted. I am wondering if there might be enough room in here to and I like the structure, but it need it to be a little bit bigger. I don't know. Let's grab us a couple of generators. And I know, yes, I know I'm encumbered, so let's go here. I have a lot of points. I'm gonna pick up Pack Mule. Because that makes me unencumbered. But we're gonna grab 2 of our generators here. No, technically we could fit 4 in here. How many blocks wide? That's a 2 block. I would kind of want room to move around. I'd also like to put a solar bank. Why am I itchy today? Okay. So I know. Okay, so...
So, young Jedi, I see you've decided to hunt zombies. Good. Bring them to the dark side. It's my favorite part of the chicken. Dark meat is more juicier, but I digress. Slay those zombies, my boy. You shall be named Darth Stormy. Has a ring to it. Have a piece of dark meat. Here, I fried it myself.
And I've seen your cooking stream, so I know you do really good cooking. So yes, we will slay some zombies. But I'm kind of trying to get this whole thing built out a bit. And I really want to move those generators, because that is just too freaking loud. Thought I heard a zombie. Those generators being right there are just way too loud, so. And I like the structure, but I heard that sounded like a freaking bird. But I don't see them anymore. No, that's my fireplace there. So, let's break this down. We're going to build something a little bit. This is my base on my server. Here, I'll show you. What I've done is I've plotted out 4 land claim blocks to claim this entire base area, basically from this white line going on this edge all the way out to, I think it comes out to right about here. In here. So that whole entire plot is land claimed to be my base on my server. So I'm just going through, you know, I thought it was a good place to set up on this map. Oh, I hear a zombie. Yep, I see him. Okay. Drop that off. Come back over here. And I like the sign. I didn't want to really destroy the sign, so we just put, you know, under new management. So right now I'm just going through. Yeah. Right now I'm just going through upgrading structures. I've got to finish doing the house, but I've upgraded the barn to full concrete. And upgrade the house eventually, but this is going to be my workshop area. And like I said, the generators are loud, so I need to get off my window, dude. Get off my window. Wait a minute. Oh, now you come around this way. But I want to move those generators, but I did ingeniously wire the switches so that when I'm inside, I can turn them off and they close the door. But if they're on and I leave, and switch that off and close them from the outside. So, but I've got to move those generators. That is just way too loud for here. I really need to spend out my points. Trying to remember what. Let's see here. Don't need living off the land. Tower movements, no. I don't remember the one that regenerates your stamina faster. Is it intellect mastery? No, that's for the batons. Mastery? One of these, and believe me, I cannot remember. It does. Is it fortitude? No, that's health. One of these gives you cardio. There it is, on sprinting. Not gonna get to any of those, but see where that gets us to. Oh. Can we get that out so we get the extra stamina? We can. We still have 7 points available. Let's. I want to do salvage operation yet because I don't need to be picking up all that ton of extra stuff. Alright, I know it said my Walmart stuff was on its way. Let's see where he's at. Okay, he's still one stop away, so he's got a minute. Of course. This is why. Increase tool damage, block damage. Yeah. Well, that gets me a little bit extra stamina. Of course. Wait till I level up. There we go. Alright, so I want to expand it. I think 1 block. Did it one block this way, one block this way should give me enough room. Let's do this though. Let's grab the auger. That should give us so we need to knock that hole out. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Let's shape and rotation. I'm gonna have to knock it out before I can put the corner piece on. Corner there. Corner there. Corner there. Come on, line up right up on top there, buddy. Come on. Fine. Shape and rotation. Oh. I was focused on that one, was I not? Copy, shape, and rotation. There we go. Alright, this is not playing nice. Fine. We'll do this the way I know how to do this. One more level up, and I think I can get the last perk in minor 69. All right. I love how they just float there in the air. They don't fall. Oh, we're just gonna one hit this stuff. It's still one stop away. Welcome back, Kitty. So. Well, let's just branch this out. One more block. Wait a second. It's 1, 2, 3. No. Sugar Rush. What'd you do? Down a monster? So. That, let's... Don't need a catwalk railing. Oh. Ooh. Cheesecake cupcake. There we go. You go there. Cheesecake cupcake sounds delicious. Of course, so does a chocolate chip sandwich with buttercream frosting. Yes. Perks are always good. You know what? I need to... What do I have? Do I have I do have cobblestone. Need some wood. Let's stack some of that in there and go ahead and back out of that. Let's retrack. It still won't stop that. Probably wise to upgrade. On my merry way, Mr. Ross. There we go. Oh. Oop. Well, guess we're going steel. That was unintended. Alright, where was my shit? This one must be. Mm. Was its delivery method by Amazon? Because Amazon has a really bad habit of doing that. Yeah, they have a really bad habit of doing that with stuff that I order, for like same day or, the overnight or their little 3 hour time windows, stuff like that. Um, they'll tell me it's out for delivery and I'll track it for most of the day and then it'll eventually say it's been returned to the center, you'll get it tomorrow. I don't need a. No, I don't need that. I need the freaking floor plate. Try that one. There we go. Fill that in. Make our floor nice and level. And we'll just tack all this stuff up. Yeah, I'll get to the sides in a second. My building methods are erratic. As if my base on the tavern server wasn't any example. Alright, so yeah, I do need this side plates. What's that? That's that this one? So there's a way to rotate it. I know there is, isn't there? And so I do believe that was advanced rotation. Hmm. Here's the plate with the floor plate. Okay, plate with the floor plate. Hey, a pain in the butt tearing those up though. So I'm gonna have to replace. Let me. Yeah, but I'm gonna need to remove the plates from this section. Oh, from these sections first. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna toggle that on real quick, so I can bust these out because with just using regular stamina is gonna take me forever. We'll go faster with auger. We'll go faster with auger. I have the iron breaker bit on the auger. To take out these plates in the glass, in the gap. Wow, that's not a word. I didn't think about there being a wall plate that had the floor plate attached to it. This has been a whole experimentation with different shapes, though, so I'm used to just building pretty much with the standard square blocks. And everything's just all cube shaped. Wish there was an easier way to do this in admin mode, just, nuke an entire block. That's okay, I only got this one and 2 more to go. Out of gas, refuel. Yeah, I mean, I've played around with the shapes menu, and there's a bunch of shapes in there. Hello, lady. Yeah, they're down. Screamer. See if we can get this other one out of here. I'll need to turn that back on because the auger doesn't use stamina. I should have thought about that. Alright, so let's go in here. Did you guys see? I am trying to work here, people. I don't have time for zombie shenanigans. Here, one more. Hey, you were not trying to steal my truck. Well, where did he go? Oh, that was weird. It looked like it. I don't know where he went. I'm sorry, zombies don't get to drive cars. Alright, so let's go back to shapes menu. So we need the side plate with the floor plate. That one, plate corner, I think. That's the one. Come on, rotate into the right spot, people. There we go. One. let's go grab. Oh, a Walmart guy is here. Let's see. Did I put it in here? No, it's going to be in one of these. Single steel door. I don't need one of them. I don't need the rest of the stack. Oh, hit the wrong key and turn all that back on. That is going to go there. I'll wait until I get the notification that he's delivered the order and it's sitting on my porch, and then I'll go grab it off the porch real quick. Alright. And there it is. Let me BRB real quick. Grab this off the porch and stash it in the fridge, and I will be right back. Alright. Groceries have been secured. Back to finishing this. So this needs to be just a plain plate, I think. We did a plate up top. What, buddy? You gonna come up? We're gonna try the camera. Gonna try the camera and see if we get frame drops. So far, so good. What? I know you want a squeezy tube. Every time you come up here, it's got to be a squeezy. Oh, it's a good thing Daddy buys these in the cases. Come on. What? I know. I'm working on it, son. That's working on it. Oh. All right, come on. It's tuna with scallops, so it's... He loves these things. Switching to the Churu brand was, I think, a much better decision. Oh, we still got more. Deeper decision, too. Oh, come on, buddies. Look. We got some on the tube there. What, are you done? There's still a little bit left. No? Okay. We'll go. I'm going, sir. Yep. You gonna go off and do your own thing now? There we go. Uh-huh. Okay, so that does not fit in there, which is interesting. And we rotate it and fit it from the outside. No, because it sticks out. Was it? Oh, because it's a plate corner. I know what I need. I know what I need. See, I'm learning shapes. Like I'm back in school. There's a plate corner without the footing. I know there is. Not a pole plate. That's a pole plate corner. You have an ad break here starting here in a couple minutes. Yeah, that's not the same one. It's too thick. Has to be one for the corner. Plate corner to wall. I need to double check something. YouTube showing my vertical. Okay. That's why YouTube is telling me I had a vertical view error. And because it's using the same URL as the horizontal, tells me to send one to the main and one to the backup. Let's do this. Let's stop that. Guess that had started. And now refresh YouTube. Ads are starting. Okay. Now we're not getting an error anymore. So let's come back over here and keep looking for, that is, that's got a pole in it though. That one fits, but it's got a freaking pole in the corner. Now it has to be one. Oh, I was wondering where the notifications were coming from. I wondered why they weren't showing up. Because Lumia was not connected to YouTube. Alright, ads should be done. We're still on the elusive hunt for this corner piece. I mean, I found one that works, but it's got a pole in it, and I don't want the pole. Unless I redo the bottom one to have the pole in it as well. Commercial blind corner. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's Q half plate corner. No. Not what I need there. Basically that, but I don't need the plate at the bottom. Because the regular, if I just do the regular plates, see, the pole plate corner will fit. But it's got the pole in it. And if I want an aesthetically pleasing look, I really need to redo that bottom one to have a pole in it as well. Or I can just live with it. But I mean, that's the piece I'm looking for. I just don't need the freaking pole in the corner. Nothing else. That would match that. No, we tried that one. Well, you know, just gonna live with it. Oh, rotating the right way. There you go. Let's do the same thing over here. Here. Eventually it clicks in. That might be right there. Okay, so let's switch back to the regular plate. That. That one. Now we need. I can reset that back to a block. Let us go ahead and I was actually on the pole. Messing up color, but that's okay. Get all these upgraded. And once I get these upgraded, I will focus on the sides. This time, so that's what I'm doing now. Jeez, let's get with it. Roof. That's what I'm talking about. Roof. You know, the thing that covers the top. All right, so let's move that there. Let's move that there, and that there. Actually, let's take this. Do this. It's nighttime. Alright, let's pick up that. Alright, what do we got for roof? Nothing in the shape for roof. I have seen Jonesy build a roof before, so we just took her out. What's that? Air ducts. Scaffolding ramp. Let's see, wedges. It's a one, not a ramp. Get a wedge. Well, that doesn't help. Come on, Shape, you're not quite there. Close and how it was. There we are. What's that woodwork? Come on. On, eventually it's gonna hit the right way. There it goes. Okay, so shape back here to plate. block is probably going to be more efficient. That. Oh. I have a half block? There we are. Come on. Alright, so there we are there. So now we need... We don't. That'll work perfectly. That is not too shabby. I like. Ah, dumbass. Alright, copy, shape, and rotation. Put you back there. Maybe I should have some more zombie appropriate music. Alright. Now, where are my generator banks? Interesting. Well, my generators are going to get mounted into the ceiling. Alright, so... I need to... The fun part is I knew I was going to close that one door. And as soon as I pull the engines out of this one, it's going to shut down that door. Which just goes a long way around. I need to dump some stuff. We're just dumping stuff in chests for the hell of it. I'm going to come back and clean up all this anyways later. Once I get the design layout done. Don't need that. I don't think I need the ladders anymore right now. Ladders actually go in the other chest. The ladders going to be there. I need switches, relays. I think that's gonna be all. Wait, where's the wire tool? Wire tool. Wire tools. I may not need the switches, but I probably will need the relays to relay some power from that building over to outside here. Engines go in. Turn on. Turn it on. Oh yeah, so much more platter over here. Alright, so let's take these down. A wire tool. We're gonna need to sever connection. Sever all these. Alright, you know what? Let's leave that one. Let's leave that one because when I run power in here. Alright, so. We interact with that. Interact with that. Interact with that, and we interact with that. Alright, so that switch works. Go from here to here. Here. To here. There we go. Now we got all our doors wired. And we don't have the generator noise. Perfect. Alright. Oh, now the question will be, I'll get power over to the house. And the barn. We need to fix that window up there. But let's go back to where are my paintbrushes? I would use the paint roller, but by God, every time I use the paint roller, I seem to end up painting over stuff that I don't want to paint over. Why am I painting when I need to do light? I need to get some lighting up at this place. Here's a zombie. I thought I did. Yeah, it was just random noise. Nope, nope, nope. Where's your buddies? I know it wasn't just one of you. I know you got buddies around here somewhere. Oh, you don't. I knew there was at least one more around. Alright, so we need lights. I know what the fluorescent lights look like. I'll see those up in case we get any other ones. I know what the fluorescent light looks like. What do you have in the creative menu for lights? I know what the basic light bulbs look like. Oh, we have LED light panels? Interesting. These are lanterns. Black industrial hanging light. Road barricades on. Interesting. Amber fireplace log. Those are lamps. I like the black industrial hanging lights, maybe. I don't know if they're powered, though. We will find out. Are they automatically on? They are not powered. Okay. I need a trash can. Actually, I don't. Back in inventory and drop those. They will eventually disappear. Yes. Oh, let's see what our options are. I don't know if those. I know the fluorescent one. Let's grab those. Do the paintbrushes. Those are not wireable. Drop those, they'll go away. Guess it's gonna be fluorescence. Guess it'll be fluorescence unless I do the basic light bulb. Oh, hang on. We need the timer. I need the timer switch for that. How can we do this? Because we want the ability to turn the lights on, but I also want them to come on automatically at nighttime. Wait a minute. Let me learn from my time on the tavern server, from my base on the tavern server. I can't tie one light into two relays. So what I would have to do is I'd have to have two lights, one set on the relay to a switch, and the other set to the timer relay. Okay, so that, and we need our timer. I think that should reach. Then we want our switch. Can't mount that on there. We mount that on there. Alright, so we need power from this relay to the timer relay. So feed power to the switch. Switch, it's going to go to this one. That's going to go to this one. That one is going to go to... So theoretically, if I turn those on, voila, we have lights. So now I should be able to go from timer to that one, to that one, and then that one, this one. They're on now because the timer is on its default settings, of course. So start time 2200, end time I think it was 0400. Oh, I know. The wiring is just crazy. But, you know, it's how the game decides to run the wire. The good part is to switch off the wiring until I don't have to see it. Okay, so those are on the timer. The others are on the switch. Okay, so I have the option now to turn lights on if I want to. Like if we get a storm and it gets dark, I can turn the lights on. Now, we've got to figure out how to relay over to the house, and I think I have an idea on that. Auger. Yeah, I think I can go right here. Drop a relay in there. And this generator, that relay. Now, and I go from that relay that relay. Yes, I can. Fantastic. And power line running to the house. Forget how much I had my... Okay, so my settings are only to that, so they're not putting up the maximum. Oh no, you're fine. We are lurker friendly. You know that. But thank you for the lurk. Now. This would actually be a good test to see if the whole no limitations on how far you can relay power will work. But should I... kind of learned a lesson from building this shed. I should have stuck to the straight up cube layout except for the roof, because trying to place stuff in here has limits. They stick too far out the walls because of the way the blocks are. So, we are going to we're gonna build another one. But let's turn that on so I don't run out of stamina while I'm doing this. We're gonna build another generator room over here. Take out whoever's sandbox this was. At least I'm assuming that it was. But we're gonna build another generator room over here. But we're gonna build it block style, like I'm used to building, so I have room to set stuff inside without the limitations of the plates. There's a corner piece over here. I never understand why they have the long pieces and then the corner spots. Alright, so that's... I need to look and see. Right here, maybe? No, I thought I had some steel. That's building. We're just gonna skip the upgrade step here. We're gonna go straight to steel cubes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Work. Six would give me a 1, 2, 3, 1. Ah. Okay, that one will go away when we auger out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's get rid of the slide too. Sayonara, lamp. Hate when I do that. Alright, let's see if we can get that one to go away by augering into it. There it goes. I'll take that. Thank you. I go too fast. I don't think I have steel double doors. I may have to grab some of those. Oh, just regular steel door. So we need... Where is my... I hear zombies. Thought I did. Where y'all at? Going down there? Nope. Speed limit 45. We are so ignoring that. Okay, so we need steel. Need steel double doors right there. Put those on the hot bar. Take the auger off the hot bar because I don't need anything right now. I'm trying to work here, thank you. Stay down. Tree. All right, so we've got that. I lied, I need the auger again. Yeah, we gotta go one more around each side. Well, actually, no, we don't. No, no, we don't. And this is why I only build with cubes. And it's so much more easier to manage. Do-do-do-do. I need building blocks. There's a cube. Need this to go up one more level. Give me enough room on the roof to work. Ah. Wait, can I work with that? I might be able to work with that. Oh, no, got a corner. There we go. Now, that should give us plenty of headroom. There we go. That is plenty of headroom in here. Those. And actually, I can put enough generators and stuff in there to power the house and the barn. Oh. I need to change the hydrant. I don't have a Meeks here to remind me. So. You do need well, I still have the ladders in my inventory. I guess not. We're gonna go there. There we go. You need a ladder. Solar bank. Hmm. Solar cells. Just there we are. Oh. 180 watts is the maximum the solar bank will produce. Go ahead and turn it on. You know what? That's going to be a really annoying sound as well. How high up do I have to get them to get that noise away? Oh, they got to be pretty high up. Okay, so what if we turn these off? Pick it up. I get it. Interact. Turn off. Alright, so we are doing fantastic with frames today, streaming YouTube, both YouTube, Twitch and YouTube. Let's think about this. question will be, how do I relay power? So let's I have to put them through push them through relays. I hear Discord going. Oh, let's see here. That's right. Dean and Jonesy and them had their thing going on. While I'm thinking about it, I haven't spawned my thing yet. Get my little creature going at the bottom. While I'm thinking about it. Let me go over here because I want to at least pull up Jonesy and Dean. Yeah. Grab my daily slice on his. All right, so where was I? That. And we'll go back over to the game here real quick. Sorry for that. We're trying to sort out some stuff here. You know what? I can deal with that noise. And it's only going to be while we're here. Pretty sure anyways. Alright, so let's... Yeah, we're over in the house and whatnot. We're not going to hear it. We're not going to hear it in the barn. Ads should be done. Alright, so... You come over here. Okay. I need to turn off fly mode because that always gives me trouble getting through doors. Okay, so I don't want to stand there for a second because we need to summon a few things. I need some battery banks. Battery banks. 3 generator banks. There's our batteries. We need more because I think one battery set short. Generators. Battery bank. Now we need the generators, need engine. I think that should be. Unleash. Yep, I need 2 more engines for this. So now we need to go from the solar bank to a battery bank. Solar bank to that battery bank. The middle generator to that battery bank. See ya, sayonara. I need a regular relay somewhere in here. It's that far. We'll go from this generator to this relay. And go to the other side. Have another relay. I don't know that I can stretch that one that far. A generator here. Too far. I want this generator. Perfect. That's got one more pulling off it. If I turn on that battery bank, how much are we drawing off this now? I'm not drawing anything off that. It's maximum outputs. 300 watts. Alright, so that is all wired up. Let's put this stuff in here. In there. Sort. We're not going to put you in there. We're going to put you inventory, but we're going to put you guys down here because we want to finish painting. The outside of this building. Painstaking, I know, doing it one block at a time, but a freaking paint roller just does too much damage to other objects. Slowly but surely, we're getting these done. A message, email. No way to. Oh, I got behind it. There we go. Let's go. Yes, I know. We'll get rid of the workbench because we're going to put a regular workbench there in a minute. As soon as we get done with the exterior painting. That paints. Let's do that as concrete yellow. Well, I like that. We're just gonna worry about the inside. I see Jonesy and Dean are doing funnel runners. Now, let's see. How should I do the inside of this? Brick. What do we have in wood? Redwood. Wood black. Barricade. Western wood. What's the western? Western wood. Yeah. The rough cut wood. What's plywood look like? Nah. And there go the lights. At least now that works. You know, I think about it. I love the switches, so I can open doors manually. But for the workshop, which is what this area is going to be, it's not going to be a garage or anything. It's not going to worry about pulling cars in. But for the workshop, I think it would make more sense to put the doors on the timer. so that when nighttime hits at 2200, the doors close. And then my only way in and out is via this door, which leads out here. I think that makes more sense. And then I could technically wire. I could replace this door here with a powered door on a switch. Could. So that I can use the switch on either side of the door to open or shut the door. That could be a plan. But I would like to have all three doors close automatically at night. See, this is what's really kind of hooked me into this game, is there's so many possibilities for building. I don't know. What do we think, chat? Should we put the garage doors on the timer? I think it would make sense to put them on the timer. I could be wrong. I have been wrong in the past. Hi, Jane. Welcome in. I am doing well. Just doing some 7 days to die base building here. Hope your weekend's going well. Mine is doing decent. We're just painstakingly painting the inside of my workshop here, block by block. Side of the windows get polished with paneling. We were just running a debate whether or not I should put my garage doors, all three of my garage doors, on the timer relay, so at night, when it hits nighttime, all the garage doors shut. But I'm still kind of up in the air about it. I just wanted to try to get the inside here painted real quick before I go wire that up. That's going to take some work there. We have some up here. There we go. There we go. Now it's starting to come together. I think that might be a plant. Oh, my wire cutters. Alright, so let's think about that. Oh, no, not what I wanted to do. Alright, so that one's... that one off. Need another timer relay. Because... this one should start power at 4. Should end power at 2200. Okay. If we were to take that and feed power to that, Then take power and feed it to that door. There. Okay. So, theoretically, $4 in-game hits, those doors should open. I like some of the ambiance stuff that's here. Can I spawn that too? I got you. My Discord messages should have shown up in channel just a few minutes ago. You're more than welcome. I don't necessarily add people straight from chat, so but you're welcome to join my Discord, check us out and whatnot, and request from there. I gotta figure out. It's not under table. I don't see it under saw. Under tool. Top helpers. These are nightstands. Building. Door's open. Sweet. Why are there bandit stuff? I'm not seeing table saw anywhere. Oh, that's okay. We're gonna. Oh, yeah. Paint surface. Check that out. No chalkboard. So if we're on the paint surface. Oh, paint surface. Beautiful. Oh, paint surface is wonderful. Look at that. We're just missing bits and pieces. Love it. Love it. Love it. Welcome back, Katie. We're discovering new tools. Did not realize there was a paint surface option for the paintbrush. I only thought it was just a single block or the paint roller, but paint surface does this so much better. Yeah, it is kind of rough. I hate that you're going through all that. Oop. That piece off there. It's really tough. I remember oh, you're welcome. I mean, I consider you a friend. I'm not gonna let my friends go through stuff, you know, without some kind of support. But I remember when my stepdad lost his mom. I mean, he was a wreck too. But I mean, he got through it. It just took him some time. What are you doing down there in that corner? There we go. Oh yeah, it will be. It will most definitely be weird for a little while. But it's not anything you can't get through. Look at that. That is just fantastic. Surface painter for the win. Oh yes. A lot of noise from my generators and stuff there. Yeah. I fortunately right now have not had to deal with too much of that. Um, I think my grandmother was the closest one that I came to it. And honestly, I don't do grief that well. And the hard part was the hard part was that my grandmother passed after I had all this drama with the family that, you know, they basically sort of disowned me and everything. So I was in Colorado at the time, and my mom was letting me know she was going to be gone for, a week or so to go do the funeral stuff for my grandmother. And it's like, well, let me talk to work. I'll get time off. And my mom was like, yeah, the rest of the family doesn't want you there. So, I just, I deal with my own thing. Yeah. And I mean, it is what it is. And I use that term. That's probably the worst term I can use, but it is what it is. You know? I mean, that was 2021. I have learned to live with this. I've been pretty much on my own since 2021. So I take care of myself. It's also part of the reason I tell people, um, what is these? These are wood. No, I need the steels. Also part of the reason why I tell people, you know, when they're feeling down or whatnot, you can get through this. Everybody has the strength to do it. It takes some work, but it can be done. Or then again, too, like I posted to my Facebook, there was a reel that I come across on my Facebook that I posted, and made my friend Jamie actually stop and call me. She's like, I realize I always call you when I have problems, and I never ask if you need help. And I'm going, you don't have to. So that's what I've done all my life. I'm here for everyone else. I don't burden anyone else with my problems. Because I've learned to be self-sufficient. So, all right. So that window is fixed. Windows back here. Yes, we do. Let's get rid of these broken ones. The broken one. That is a broken one. And that's broken. All right, those windows are fixed. All right, so let's see what colored. Workshop is red. House is green. What color do we want to do the barn in? I mean, technically the barn should be red, but we're in surface paint mode, so we can test this and see what this looks like. That's not too bad. Let's see, brick tan. concrete. Ooh, that works. I like that. That works. Other generators, I know. Now, turn off fly mode. Because we need make sure we got all the outside spots. Oh, this spot there. Spot there and there. Okay. Good Lord, have I been going almost 3 hours now? I haven't been paying any attention. Alright, so inside, got the outside done. Inside here, I think. What's that? I like it, but it's not. Western wood, wood barricade, wood old. I can deal with that. Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do the AI viewers, thank you. That one can just go by the wayside. with polish. It's rough cut wood. Rid of all the oops. Got a spot here. So let's top here. That's the polished wood paint surface. You know, I think that's a good look for the windows. Question is going to be, do the outside too. I don't think it does. I think I have to go outside and do that one as well. But we shall see. Ooh, like that. Need to get rid of that light. What is that coal? There we go. That looks beautiful. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go up here and do this entire floor. Here, this way. Yeah, we've been doing phenomenal for frames today. We've not dropped anything. So I think the problem I had with it lagging, and Sonic's cam is still on. God, that's been on forever. I think the problem is AVG. It's okay, we can work with that. Ads are starting. That should be done. Where was that? That one? That's what it was. Challenge Survivor short. No, we're good with that color. I just need to get down to the individual brush. Oh. What the? Not mess up anything over there. This one was this. Okay, so I can deal with that. Kind of gives it an interesting feel.